Imagine living the rest of your life stuck in a bathtub. Sounds horrible, right? Now think about a 22-foot, 10,000-pound killer whale being confined to a swimming pool. Beginning in the year of 1961, the first group of men to capture killer whales from the wild were paid $70,000. These men threw bombs into the water to herd the orca whales into coves and then took the calves from their mothers. The families lined up crying as they watched their family members being taken away in nets. As for the whales who died from being tangled in the net, the men would cut open their stomachs, put rocks in them, and then anchor their tails to sink them. Eventually, Sealand was banned from capturing the whales in Washington, so they moved on to Iceland. In 1983, the notorious killer whale Tilikum was captured. In the beginning, he was known for being well-behaved and eager to please, yet after being continuously deprived of food and attacked by the female orcas, he became a very aggressive whale. As killer whales live in a matriarchy, Tilikum was a subordinate whale. So, when he wouldn't perform well at Sealand, the two female orcas, Haida and Nootka, would rake him, or run their teeth along his sides until he bled. He would then be put into a tiny tank with them for 14 hours at nighttime, causing many psychological issues for him. Now, Tilikum has ultimately killed 3 trainers, but the most notable one was Dawn Branchow. In February of 2010, Tilikum grabbed Dawn, one of SeaWorld's best trainers, by the arm during their relationship session, and submerged her into the water for multiple periods of time. By the end of the attack, he had scalped her body. Tilikum's psychological issues are now embedded in 70% of SeaWorld's killer whale genes, as they breeded him with the other females after finding out that he was psychologically impaired, which poses threats for future trainers. Not only does this go to show that the captivity of these intelligent creatures is causing many psychological issues, it also causes health-related issues. It is known that in the wild, orca whales are very friendly. They live in pods of 20 to 50 whales, swimming about 100 miles a day. The females are known to live over 80 years in the wild, and the males live 50 to 60 years. Yet, in captivity, the mammals only live up to a median of 9 years, if they last that long without contracting an infection or suffering from hypertension or aggression. In the wild, these mammals also have very strong dorsal fins from the exercise and diet that they maintain, yet in captivity, 100% of these killer whales suffer from dorsal flaps. This is from being stored in a module 20 by 30 feet deep for 2/3 of their lives, along with the poor diet that they maintain while in captivity. So, even after knowing all that we do about the intelligence and emotional capacity of these mammals being so similar to that of humans, how can we still let this go on? If the situation were to be reversed, how would we feel? For more information, make sure to watch the documentary Blackfish, directed by Gabriella Copperwaith. This invisible form of animal abuse needs to be stopped.